Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following WNBA matches that is happening on Sunday, August 20th, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Indiana Fever vs Phoenix Mercury. Take Indiana as our team pick, and here is why. The Indiana Fever faced the New York Liberty and ended up losing by a score of 189 in their last contest. Indiana ended with a 46.5% FG percentage, 33 of 71, and buried 7 of their 18 shots from downtown. From the free throw line, the Fever buried 16 of their 19 shots for a percentage of 84.2%. When talking about grabbing boards, they collected 32 with 8 of them being on the offensive end. They also doled out 18 assists for the matchup while forcing the opposition into 8 turnovers and getting 2 steals. When discussing defending, Indiana allowed 51.4% from the field on 37 of 72 shooting. New York totaled 10 assists and had 7 steals for the game. Furthermore, New York snagged 35 rebounds, 10 offensive, 25 defensive, and had 5 blocks. New York ended up going 73.7% when shooting free throws by knocking down 14 of 19 tries. They also made 12 of 29 attempts from downtown. Indiana enters this matchup with a mark of 8-23 on the year. They lose possession by turning the ball over 14.2 times per game and as a team are committing 20.2 fouls on a nightly basis. As a team, Indiana is snagging 34.4 rebounds per contest and is sitting with 561 dimes so far this season, which ranks 11th in the league in terms of passing. The Fever are shooting 32.3% on 3-point shots, 196 of 606, and 79.7% from the charity stripe. They average 80.4 PTS per game, 8th in the league, while connecting on 44.2% from the floor. When they are on defense, the Fever are forcing 12.6 turnovers per contest, while drawing 17.5 personal fouls. They are conceding 38.1% on 3-point shots, and they are ranked 12th in the league in PPG allowed, 85.2. The Fever defense is allowing an opponent shooting percentage of 44.8%, 390 of 544, and they relinquish 32.1 rebounds per game as a basketball team. They are ranked 12th in basketball in giving up assists to the opposition, with 645 conceded for the season. Our total pick is over. And here is why. The last time they took the court, the Phoenix Mercury took a loss by a final score of 81-71 when they played the Seattle Storm. The Mercury recorded 20 defensive boards and 11 offensive rebounds, totaling 31 in this contest. They also coughed up the ball 8 times, while getting 10 steals in the game. The Storm had 10 personal fouls in the matchup, which took the Mercury to the charity stripe for a total of 7 tries. They were able to make 4 of them for a percentage of 57.1%. When talking about 3-point attempts, Phoenix knocked down 5 of their 23 tries, 21.7%. Overall, the Mercury finished the game shooting 31 out of 75 from the field, which had them sitting at 41.3%. The Mercury allowed the Storm to convert 32 out of their 62 attempts from the floor, which had them shooting 51.6% in the game. They finished 46.7% from 3-point land by shooting 7 of 15 and walked away from this one shooting 10 of 11 from the free throw line, 90.9%. In regard to team rebounding, Phoenix permitted Seattle to grab 38 in all, 7 offensive. Phoenix has a mark of 9-21 on the season. On the offensive side of the ball, the Mercury are connecting on 44.8% from the field, which has them ranked 3rd in the league. Phoenix has totaled 2,334 PTS this year, 77.8 per contest, and they average 30.7 rebounds per game. They are dishing out assists 19.8 times per game, 6th in basketball, and they cough up possession 15.4 times per game. The Mercury commit 19.7 fouls per game, and they hit 81.4% from the free throw line. The Mercury are ranked 6th in basketball in points allowed per contest with 83.4. They are able to force 12.7 turnovers per game and have let teams shoot 43.7% from the field, 5th in the WNBA. The Phoenix defense concedes 35.0% on 3-pointers, 221 of 632, and opponents are converting on 80.9% of their free throw attempts. They have surrendered 19.6 assists and 34.0 boards per contest, which ranks them 6th and 4th in basketball. Connecticut Sun vs Chicago Sky. Our team pick is Chicago, and here is why. In their last game, the Chicago Sky took a loss by a score of 83-76 when they faced the Washington Mystics. The Sky were able to pull down 22 defensive boards and 12 offensive rebounds, totaling 34 for the matchup. They coughed up the ball 16 times, while earning 8 steals for the game. The Mystics were called for 14 personal fouls in the game, which got the Sky to the free throw line for 16 attempts. They were able to make 12 of those for a rate of 75.0%. In regard to three-point attempts, Chicago knocked down 8 of 25 tries, 32.0%. When the final whistle blew, the Sky finished 28 out of 67 from the field, which gave them a shooting percentage of 41.8%. The Sky permitted the Mystics to convert 30 of 61 attempts from the field, 49.2% in this game. They went 16.7% from three-point range by going 3 of 18 and finished the contest at 20 out of 24 at the free throw line, 83.3%. Regarding cleaning the glass, Chicago allowed Washington to snag 32 in all, 8 on the offensive glass. Kalia Copper was important for the Sky for this contest. She made 6 of 12 in the game for a field goal percentage of 50.0% and had 2 rebounds. Copper earned 17 points in her 27 minutes on the hardwood and totaled 1 assist in the matchup. Chicago has a mark of 12-18 for the season. When it comes to offensive execution, the Sky are shooting 43.7% from the field, which has them ranked 6th in the WNBA. Chicago has accounted for 2,415 points so far this season, 80.5 per game, and they collect 33.1 rebounds per contest. They are dishing out assists 20.1 times per game, 4th in basketball, and they are giving up possession 13.8 times per game. The Sky are responsible for committing 17.3 fouls per contest, and they hit 74.9% from the free throw line. The Sky on the defensive side of the court are 8th in the league in points per game surrendered with 83.7. The Chicago defense gives up 33.6% on three-point attempts, 192 of 572, and their opposition makes 80.0% of their shots from the free throw line. They give up 20.6 dimes and 34.5 rebounds per contest, which is 9th and 7th in the league. They are forcing 13.5 twos per game and allow teams to shoot 45.8% from the field, 11th in the WNBA. Our total pick is over. And here is why. The Connecticut Sun faced the Dallas Wings and took a loss by a score of 91-81 in their last game. Connecticut ended the contest with a 45.2% field goal percentage, 33 of 73, and buried 8 of 18 shots from distance. From the charity stripe, the Sun converted 7 of their 14 shots for a percentage of 50.0%. In relation to grabbing rebounds, they collected 34, with 9 of them being of the offensive sort. They also doled out 18 assists for this game, as well as forcing the opposition into 12 turnovers and earning 7 steals. When it comes to the defense, Connecticut let their opponent shoot 46.9% from the field on 30 of 64 shooting. Dallas recorded 22 dimes and had 8 steals for the contest. Additionally, Dallas collected 34 rebounds, 7 offensive, 27 defensive, and had 5 rejections. Dallas finished shooting 92.6% from the free throw line by knocking down 25 of 27 shots. They made 6 out of their 15 shots from three-point range. Connecticut comes into this contest with a record of 21-9 for the season. The Sun are hitting 36.3% on shots from downtown, 210 of 579, and 75.9% from the free throw line. They are averaging 83.8 PTS per game, 4th in the WNBA, while connecting on 44.7% from the floor. They cough up possession 12.1 times per contest, and as a squad are committing 18.6 personal fouls on a nightly basis. As a team, Connecticut is collecting 33.7 rebounds per game and has accounted for 629 dimes for the season, which ranks 3rd in the league in terms of passing. When they are on the defensive end, the Sun have forced 15.2 turnovers per contest and they draw 19.6 personal fouls. The Sun are allowing a field goal percentage of 43.0%, 844 of 1,964, and they relinquish 34.2 boards per game as a basketball team. They are currently ranked 1st in the league in giving up assists to their opponents, with 564 surrendered on the year. They give up 31.5% on shots from beyond the arc, while they are 1st in basketball in PPG allowed, 78.8.